It's been a while since I've last uploaded. All right, let's see. Let me do this. There we go. Um, I look like crap. I don't care. Whatever. Um, so I thought I'd put up a little quick video because I know there are some YouTube changes, and I find it a little bit interesting and funny in a way. For instance, apparently over the years I've somehow become a YouTube partner. I don't know how. I don't know if it's because of one of my older videos that had a lot of views on it. And I found that a little bit interesting because I mean I've been around since 2006. Oof, almost 12 years now. Wow. And when the YouTube Partner Program first came out, I want to say a little bit after Google bought it. I can't remember. It feels like forever. I remember you had to apply for it. Like you had to have certain requirements and all this different stuff and a network and just like all these different requirements to get it. It was never like, oh, you got it, because it's a big thing to be called a YouTube partner. At least back in the day, it used to be a big thing. So when I had been checking my account one day and seeing the words YouTube partner, I was in shock because I was like, wait, I never applied to be a YouTube partner. How the heck am I a YouTube partner? Which was like, whatever, it didn't matter because like I stopped vlogging a very long time ago. I don't have time to do it really. So I didn't care. I just didn't care at all. And now we have all this stuff, and now like I've gotten the email saying, hey, we're going to remove you from the YouTube Partner Program, blah blah blah. Again, I barely vlog. I do not make money off of it. I just checked my Google AdSense, and apparently I have 2 cents to money. Wow, I am super rich. Again, I don't care. I have my own job. I have my own life. YouTube was never a potential source of income to me. It was never looked at like, oh, I could be a big star. I could do something, blah, blah, blah. I remember back in 2006 when I would find a bunch of YouTubers just sitting and chit-chatting. And that's what we used to do back then. That, we used to all just not vlog or well, at least in terms of what vlogging is now. We like, nobody did it as like, you had your comedians, you had your skits here and there, but like a lot of us used to just talk about stuff like I'm doing right now, just putting up your video camera and just talking. Like I remember getting so excited, and I went to Best Buy to buy my first real webcam because I had this sad excuse of a webcam and just no. So I remember going and buying one, and I was so super excited. Bought the old Logitech ones, the one that looked like the eyeball with like the stick. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be part of this. It's so cool. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. Not like that. And I was about, let's see, I was about 25 at the time. I just turned 25. I'm 36 now. Whoa. And I was super excited. I was just like over the moon to just sit and talk to all these people and, do all these amazing things. And then, of course, soon enough, life caught up with me. Like all of the drama of my life happened on YouTube. Like I remember when I was still in college and doing like a psych experiment or something, and when I was still looking for a job. Now thankfully, knock on this bowl Okay. Um, now, I've been at my current employer for, let's see, 8 years now. Exactly 8 years. 2 more years till I get my 10-year block. Yeah. So, like I have my life. I do my life. And then I come home and I'm tired and I just don't have time to sit there, beauty myself up, and do a video. Like, see, look, I'm just a mess. So's Pippi. But she's always naturally gorgeous, isn't she? Aren't you? You're so good. You're so good. You're so good. She's annoyed. Anyway, and yes, I still don't edit to those of you if anybody comes and watches this, whatever, I don't care. So now the requirements are you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And it does make sense. Like, I'm sure it sucks for people just starting out, but it does make sense. It does make sense because like people have calculated, they said it would come out to about like $4 or so for those statistics. So it's like, hey, if you're planning to make YouTube a source of income, you should be above that. Which I agree entirely, because the majority of people who actually have gone to a point where they say, okay, I am going to quit my job, they have at least 100,000 subscribers. Like, you don't see somebody with like 10,000 subscribers saying, I'm going to quit my job. And here's the thing. Because I don't know if this younger generation realizes it, because our generation, when we came on YouTube, there was no money. A lot of us did what we did without thinking we were going to get some type of income or it was a couple years at least before anybody would start making money. And at that point, it was like usually like the higher ups, and everybody knew that. Like, it wasn't like you didn't just randomly make money off of something. And again, you had to apply, and you had to have like specific requirements and whatnot to even get on that thing to make money from it. So it's kind of like, I mean, I personally, somebody like me, I don't care, because to me, this has always been a hobby. It's always been, I'm going to put up a video and talk about BS and talk about what I feel like talking about if I feel like talking about it. It's never been I'm going to make money, I'm going to do all these things. Would I like to do that? Sure. But at the same time, if anything ever happened, like if any of my videos ever like hit in a way that I thought that this could be a viable way of making money, I still wouldn't sit there and put all my eggs in one basket on it, because this is a new medium and a lot of people don't realize that, especially younger people, because for them, they grew up with YouTube. It's kind of like, to my generation, of like seeing like, oh, I could be a video game player. Oh my God, that's amazing. And it looks amazing. It looks awesome. But at the same time, it's like, this was never meant to be something stable. It was never meant to be something where, like going into a company and signing a contract. Like, when you make money from YouTube, you're not a YouTube employee. They owe you nothing. You're not going to get benefits. You're not going to get healthcare. You're not going to get all these stability items that you would get from like a normal full-time job. And at the same time, say you make some money, you might be popular one month, and then all of a sudden next month, everybody's sick of you, or people change, or people don't like that anymore. Like, I've been on this platform for 12 years. I've seen so many people who I thought were becoming huge, and they were super famous, and they were just the biggest thing. And now it's like they you know, like a lot of them, a lot, like there's certain particular ones that, like, I remember they were huge at the time, and now I look at it and I'm like, oh, you have 120,000 subscribers. Nothing to laugh about. Like, hey, I only have 169. I was proud of that. Okay, I was very proud. Even though I dropped like 30 something. Um, but you know, like, seeing this person who used to be huge, and then realizing they make a fraction compared to what the now popular set is. Um, and that's the reality of this. That's the reality of this place. That it's just like, you're not guaranteed to be the next big thing. You're not guaranteed to always be on top. You're not guaranteed to be trending. You're not guaranteed any of that. Like, even look at the Paul brothers right now, right? Like, yes, first of all, they're stupid. They're idiotic, both of them. Not even going to get into Logan Paul, like, and all that controversy. But right now, their average base is a bunch of young kids, right? For the most part, or like in early 20s and whatnot. They will eventually tire of them. That is the nature of the beast. I've seen it happen with many, many people. Eventually, their fan base will get tired of them. That's how it goes here. You're not guaranteed to be on top forever. I don't see these two people being on top forever. You know? There's a lot of other people who are just like, you know, maybe, like, for instance, PewDiePie. I personally like watching PewDiePie now. I used to hate him back in the day. Yes, he has 54 million, blah, 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 blah. But is his growth the same way it used to be? No, it's not. And he's even acknowledged it himself. Like, he has 54 million or 56, or I don't even know how much, 60, I don't know. He has a lot. But at the same time, a lot of the accounts are inactive. So, like, where he has 54 million views, he's gonna get like 10% of that on a video, right? Because, like, he doesn't have, like, he has 54 million subscribers. He doesn't have 50 whatever million views. He has like maybe 1 million views, which is still a great amount, but at the same time, compared to the amount that he has, it's not the same thing. He's acknowledged it himself. And that's the thing, when people sit there and they put all of their eggs in one basket and they say, okay, that's it, I'm gonna blow up on YouTube, it's gonna be amazing. Or, like, they start doing amazing and they're like, hey, yeah, this is great, that's it. Like, no, you can't. This is a place that you could never, ever, ever feel 100% stable. Even somebody like PewDiePie, there were times that I'm sure, like, during his scandals last year, that he thought, like, that's it, done, I'm done. And that's the thing. And that's why, like, even with this whole thing, with this partner thing, you know, for those of you with, like, low subscriber counts, or, like, you know, people brand new starting out, don't look at this as something stable. Don't look at this as a potential job source. Always, number one, look at it as a hobby. Number one. If you look at it as a hobby and you have fun with it, you're not going to get hurt. You're not going to get hurt either way. There's other ways to make a good source of income. Like, a lot of people do the merchandising. A lot of people do Patreon and blah, 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 blah. And those are great. Like, I'm sorry, but you have to see this. You guys see this. You guys see this. Everybody's got to see this belly. Yes. But you know, it should never be treated as like that's your end all. And I think everybody from the top, like PewDiePie, Logan, and I'm sure Jake and Logan Paul are learning that now, because while yes, they're getting phenomenal views and whatnot, they gotta be aware that this is not permanent. This is not a permanent job. You never know when it's all gonna fall apart. And that's it. And one last thing I could probably add is just that, well, I mean, like, honestly, I don't think it should be easy to become a YouTube partner. It never was in the past. I don't know when they changed it. I don't know why they decided to change it. They change things like every 5 seconds on here. But at the same time, I think that if that is their response to the Logan Paul controversy, they really need to rethink their crap. Like, I'm sorry. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, well, I'm going to punish somebody." Like, "Oh, we're just going to say, like, you have to hit this level." Well, that wasn't the problem here, though. That's not the problem here. Logan Paul has hit all those levels. But he did something insanely stupid. And I think in my opinion, at certain cases, automation, I get why they have to do automation. I know that they get a lot of videos incoming. But there needs to be some type of human aspect to it too. There have been too many problems that have been happening in the past few years, too many controversies, that at this point that they need to put some type of human aspect to verify what they're doing. Because, for instance, the other day, I put up a video, and for the hell of it, I put monetization. I know I'm not going to get crap for it, but I put it up. The title had said, my cat playing with the new dancing pole thingy from Rescue Box, because I used to get Rescue Box. I guess because it had the word dancing pole, they put it as dance pole, like a stripper. She's not a stripper. She's not a stripper. And because of that, they put the nice little yellow circle that said, we have deemed that this is not advertiser-friendly content. Which I thought was hilarious. I was like, wait, seriously? Seriously? Like, then again, I don't know what happened with, I don't know what happened with Logan Paul. I don't know if, like, I don't know if he was demonetized right off the bat. I don't know. But, I do think it's quite telling that, like, something like that, because of the two words, that gets flagged instantly. But, you know, here's his, like, you know, trending, and God only knows. So, like, I don't know. I think while part of me says, hey, the YouTube partner system should have never been changed to begin with, it was fine the way it was in the beginning. I don't think anybody really questioned it. And they just decided to make it more lenient and then harder, and then, like, I don't know. But it was fine in the beginning. I don't know why they changed it. But at the same time, that change is not the answer they should be giving for these situations. There needs to be a bigger response. Whether they're going to do it or not, I don't know. Personally, it doesn't affect me. I don't care. Don't even know who's going to watch this. Whatevers. And your last dose of Pippi. Say bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Goodbye.